Hello and welcome to the Cafe Cast, something hosted by analysts and such. Let's introduce your guests of today. First we have AnY.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, he's a German. There's also LightningBliss.
Rainbows will make you smile.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker. And there's your co-host, James the Squirrel Theorist. He's a squirrel.
Hello, everybody. How are you all? Also, LightningBliss, Cookie!
Squirrel!
And I'm your host today of TheLooneyTurtle. So let's start out with our opening thoughts on the recent episode of My Little Pony.
Totally isn't the third time we're attempting this.
Totally not.
Finally, the blaming of AnY will stop and we all can start blaming somebody else, like Looney.
Well. We already have the
AnY.
catchy song for you.
True, but then again, it's only a cover of South Park's Blame Canada.
Nobody cares.
So you will get your very original tune, Looney.
We will blame the German.
Unfortunately, we do not have a Canadian in the call. Otherwise, we could just... Yeah.
Blame
Anyway,
Canada.
AnY.
Hey, Looney, aren't you like a third Canadian or something?
No, none of my
You
heritage
have the
is
third
Canadian.
vibe.
No.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
No,
What
I
have
have
I got?
Danish, Swedish, Scottish, and Irish, but no Canadian or French.
Aye.
Anyway, AnY, your thoughts on the episode?
Ooh, wait, do I? Couldn't we go stick with the entire ladies first thing?
Yeah, let's start with AnY.
Usually-
Why? Y'all just blame the...
Oh, you got me there, good sir.
You just... I'm keeping my comments to myself now.
Nah, the comments are great.
Let's go with ladies first. Okay, you're up, AnY.
Well, Garrett, if you ask me, so what are my thoughts on Bloom and Gloom?
I have a little bit of mixed feelings about this episode, I have to admit. On the one hand, it is addressing a lot of issues that, have been kind of around for quite a while now, and it is nice to see them getting finally addressed, like, for example, the question, what if you get a cutie mark that is not good? Like, they tried so much ridiculous stuff that in retrospect, or even when you were watching it, we were like, girls, do you really want to get a cutie mark in feeding pigs or stuff like that? And now they realize that maybe discovering a special talent in a field that is annoying could backfire. Good work seeing this now. But yeah, this was kind of a thing like, good that they finally really realize it. And another aspect was like that they kind of question how and if this might dynamic them as a group. Since, well, the Cutie Mark Crusaders are about finding your cutie mark. So when one of them gets it, how will stuff continue from there on? And now giving this kind of, thingy with Babs, where they have to address this question, or they finally find a reason to address it. This is interesting that they go there. Then there is a little bit of a thing with the format of the episode, where I'm also a little bit in between. On the one hand, I like the dream idea, or how they approach it, how they go through all the three different worries, like, what if it will be a stupid one? How will it affect the group? And how will it affect my family life? So each of those fears of Apple Bloom gets its own dream. On the one hand, I would say, yes, those are different fears. They should be addressed individually. On the other hand, I would be like... it felt a little bit repetitive, and when Apple Bloom at the beginning of the fourth dream screams like, this is getting ridiculous, I was like, yes, it is. I have the feeling that while there is a lot of good stuff going on there, the execution could have been a little bit more smooth.
Something I think the reason this episode was the way it was is because they wanted to do all three, but they couldn't really develop an episode for each one, so they developed an episode for all three at once. Because, honestly, how would you do an episode with expressing all those three things without copying the same formula?
Well, they copied it within one episode, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it would be worse if it was 3 episodes. Instead, it was 3 sections within one episode. Because that'd be a waste of 2 episodes, to be honest, if they did each one of the situations got their own episode, because it'd be kind of treading the same ground again. Unless they did it like, oh, this one was done in season 1, this one was done in season 2, whatever.
Yeah, but I totally agree on that regard, but question still is, just because they didn't do a worse thing, we still should look at the thing that we got and be like, well, something isn't running perfectly smooth. Like, I mean, it took half the episode to get to the first punchline where they finally reveal that it is all a dream. I mean, I have to admit, it took me personally quite a while to catch on to it. I was like, when they actually started to destroy Ponyville, I was like, okay, guys, this can't be real. Before that point, I was really more annoyed by, really, this is going to be the big reveal of the first Cutie Mark for them? And how did she get Cutie Mark for something she never had contact with, so she cannot have realized that this is a special talent? And... then it is like, okay, this can't be real. And then a moment later, it was like, whoop, it was a dream. And
I kind of realized, oh, this isn't real. This isn't real. This has to be a dream or of some sorts or something around the, when she was bouncing around and such. And I was like, she hasn't shown any ability to do this. And it's yeah. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, and then it's like destruction of Ponyville. I'm like, okay, it's a dream.
Yeah, I was a bit suspicious of it right when she wakes up and like she got her cutie mark. What? Why? No, she didn't actually get her cutie mark. She did? No, that doesn't make sense.
Also,
pretty much my thought pattern.
Also, season 5, pancake season. Clearly,
right. There were pancakes again.
Clearly, they've cut a deal with IHOP.
Yes. IHOP is really trying to push the new promotion of pony-shaped pancakes. Yeah.
And now I want chocolate chip pancakes. God damn it!
As seen on MLP.
My little pancake. Pancakes are magic.
Yes.
I want to make pancakes. I want to make my banana pancakes now.
Hey, what did you think of the episode, Lightning?
Yeah, well, how often did you get fooled by the entire dream thingy?
Not once, not twice, but sadly 3 times.
Not once, twice, but 3 whole times. Lightning was fooled by the false, the dream, the nightmares.
Poor, gullible LightningBliss pets.
Yeah, I can hear the mocks burning into my soul.
Yeah, what do we learn from this? LightningBliss has to watch Inception at least 4 more times to finally get it.
What happened at the end again?
That and don't fucking well trust writers.
Yeah.
Yes, that's something else I learned. I mean, first impressions, like on the very first nightmare sequence, I honestly thought, oh my god, she got her cue mark, and it's that. No, that can't be right. And then, of course, in the back of my mind, I was telling myself, this isn't real, this is a dream. They're going to trick me any second, and I was waiting for it, and each dream just kept prolonging, making me second-guess myself, maybe this is real this time. So, yeah, that's why it kept getting me, because I'm like, this can't be real. There's no way they're going to give the Cutie Mark Crusaders their Cutie Mark this early in the show. Really? Are they even going to do that? I don't know. But I think I have to admire this episode, though. It kept me guessing. It made me feel anxiety and stress for the characters because, yeah, these are really big questions for kids and teenagers and young adults even. It is scary that you might end up with something or a job that you may not like. I mean, who wants to be a turnip pony? No offense to the turnip pony and
I like turnips. I don't really like turnips, it's a lie.
I mean, back to that episode with Rarity in Manhattan when I'm not Manhattan, Canterlot, and she meets that turnip pony. And he wasn't even farming turnips, he was cleaning the windows.
Wasn't that the generosity? No, not generosity. That's
That was when
Pony should know every episode.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, she's the popular pony episode, and yeah, but I'm thinking to myself, who seriously dreams about becoming a pony who likes to mop floors or stock books or clean toilets? I mean, come on. So yeah, it's scary to think that way.
So far, we never saw a toilet cleaning pony, so this raises a lot of questions about equestrian sanitary facilities, doesn't it?
Well, they're ponies.
Yeah, but I'm not going to...
More questions.
My point being is, it's a good... I thought they executed the anxiety very well for the CMC. It answered a lot of questions. It probably opened up whole new ones of what a cutie mark really means to a pony.
Oh, one part of this episode disappointed me. You know how Sweetie was, like, her dream was singing in front of those 3 judges?
Yeah.
I had seen that in the trailer and hoped that it'd actually be a thing where Sweetie was singing, and then I see the scene and I'm like, oh.
I was like that too. I went, oh, that's what that scene's from.
And I was like, I hoped that they would talk, but they didn't. No.
But yeah, and of course, the ultimate fan pandering by showing Vinyl and Octavia in the same shot.
Right
side
next to each
side.
other.
Yeah.
Something might be going on there.
Now, there's something I'd like to bring up that was hidden away in one of the dream sequences, and that is the balloon animal Rainbow Dash.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yes, party favor is best pony.
Oh my god, he invaded.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but talking about little hidden gimmicks, I'll drop you guys a link here, and I guess you can put it into the description afterwards as well. When I watched this one sequence when they're all 3 together and we're like, "Oh great, we are all still in a dream," and then Scootaloo starts flying.
Yes,
and
she
when I
does.
watched it live, I was like, "Oh my god, she can only fly when she is in a dream." And then today, I found this image or this drawing by Matt Hotaru, who is, by the way, an amazing artist. And it was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh.
For those of you who can't see it, I don't know if I'll add it to the stream later, but it shows Scootaloo sleeping, and then she is in her dream flying, and then she wakes up and starts crying. Ah.
The feels.
Yes, the feels.
I'm getting the feels.
Yeah.
Guys, do you want her to fly? Just a question. Do you want her to fly?
I don't care.
It is pretty much the same question as, do we want the CMC to get a cutie mark?
I want them to get their cutie marks, but I think it would need to have to be like the final season where they get it, and same with Scootaloo flying. It wouldn't. I don't want it to happen too soon.
I believe, to come back to the original question, I would say it is stronger, her arc is stronger and more meaningful if she never gets to fly. I mean, the entire thing about, what was it, fly to the finish. If it would pretty much take away the deeper meaning of fly to the finish when they allow her to become a flyer later on. So,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, or especially considering this comic strip, it's like,
Well, I mean, she has the possibility to fly. The episode didn't say that she would never fly. It just said
No, I know.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I'd like to think that, I mean, yeah, I agree with AnY completely, and then on the other hand, I like the idea of some pony having a dream, and partially, she not only has a dream of getting her cutie mark, she actually hopes to fly one day, and I like the feeling of somebody achieving their goals after working so hard, but that's only after a certain amount of time. I don't want it to happen immediately.
And I'm not saying she has to be a great flyer like Rainbow Dash, just be able to fly.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little.
Also, I think the dreams could tell us a little bit about, like, the ponies' lives. Like, at the farm in the first dream, when Apple Bloom, just that, what is the parasite pony, comes in out of nowhere, and Apple Bloom doesn't question that. So, I'd assume there might be other help on the farm that we don't usually see. Because up to this point, we've usually... the Apple family reunion, there's more apples at the farm. But other than that, it's usually Big Macintosh, Applejack, and, the Apple family. Four of the Apple family.
While this is an interesting angle, do you usually question strange stuff that happens in dreams?
No.
Yeah.
But it does seem normal. Like, Apple Bloom didn't at all, even after the dream, question why there was a parasite pony at the farm.
Then again, she didn't
dreams
know what
are
he
somewhat
was, so.
based in reality because, you can only dream about what you know or what you might experience in the future.
That might raise a question for one of our earlier attempts to record this podcast. Are those little flashy bug thingies real?
Twitter mites.
Yeah.
Yes, those.
They could be.
If
they
she
could be
only
a...
can dream.
Yeah. They might be something that live in the Everfree. That'd be interesting. But we can't know for sure.
Speaking of the Everfree, I like how the dark part of her dream, it looked like, okay, that's a place in the Everfree, which kind of makes sense from a little kid's perspective that the Everfree is this dark and scary place. When her dream went dark and scary, that's where she ended up.
True.
The advantages of having basic level of a basic understanding.
Yeah.
I give up. I'm not going to try and state my thoughts because I can't get them out.
No, you can totally do it. If I fumble upon my words of naming the Apple family, you can totally pull it off.
Okay. Nice work, Looney.
Yay! Anyways, to address the dark blue alicorn in the room, what do you guys think about Luna's appearance?
Luna! I'd say elephant,
just me, or
but...
Is it just me, or is it that every time she appears, the animation keeps getting better?
That's the point. Like, the animations have been getting better.
Fresh.
Yeah.
No, every time she's on screen, the animation suddenly just goes to a new level.
That's because, one, she's a princess, and two, every time she comes back, it's been, like, about a season.
And also, she's the princess of dreams, so pretty much anything can happen, and they can stylize the hell out of everything.
Yes. Oh, the princess of hopes and dreams.
Even so, I can also already see the replies and the comments below, but also her character changed again. People will probably also say that this is kind of progression, that she gets more adjusted to the modern times, but consider her first appearance in Sleepless in Ponyville, when she was really very mysterious and distanced and stuff like this. Then we have For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils, in which she is a lot more talkative and actually goes into the dialogue with Sweetie Belle, but she always does this being distant, being very regal and hammy and walking away, and Sweetie Belle has to run after her and stuff like that. And here she is like, oh, Apple Bloom, pet the head and be all cuddly and stuff and very friendly and smiling.
There are she is dealing with different ponies. With Sweetie Belle, you may be teaching her through abandoning her is the right thing to do, while Apple Bloom, you teach her differently than you would teach someone else.
This is an interesting approach. So basically you say that all those dream appearances by her are her acting to benefit the foal she's dealing with. So in the end, we still don't know anything about her real character because she's acting all the time in the dreams.
Yes, she's treating each individual pony slightly different. I still think she's a very nice, open pony that will look after a You have to be if you're going to be a teacher.
I would believe that some of her character is shown through in that, because, you're you can't just abandon that completely. But she does act differently to benefit the pony.
And most teachers, especially early on in their career, they want to help people, so they have to be at least somewhat nice. Unfortunately, some teachers get battered down and become a bitter husk of a person.
That
could be why.
I could make 5 videos about school.
I could make. I could just make a comic right now about the fact that the whole Luna turning into Nightmare Moon is because she became bitter from trying to help people and not getting appreciated.
Oh, that would be good.
I don't think this has ever been answered by the show. Did Luna have the ability to dreamwalk or the ability to?
They haven't outright stated that. It's kind of like. Now, the thing is, if they say yes, she could back then, that brings up the whole, oh, well then why didn't people appreciate her, and why...
Yeah, this question
I'm going to assume that she hasn't.
I'm going to assume that she's more of however you can say this, more of an alicorn since she got reformed, quote-unquote, at the start of the series.
She probably gained a few more abilities, yeah.
Yeah, which one of those things could be the dreamwalking thing, whatever. Headcanons, yay!
Headcanons for the win!
So, any further particular aspects about that episode that need to be addressed?
The rift is canon.
Yeah, the rift is canon.
Oh yeah, the rift. Oh, I was so I even believe that in my live reaction, I outright was like, "Oh my god, rift cannon!" But it's just my brain after.
But also, I think a few viewers might not know. The Rift Cafe has a story that goes along with it, and in that story, there's a giant, expansive hallway of doors that are multicolored to fit the different analysts that are in the community. Currently, there's 130. There's too many of them. So, yeah.
We should really start kicking them out, shouldn't we?
Yeah, you gotta win your door.
Yeah.
Now you gotta earn your door?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you kind of already established that anyway.
Nah. Well, I mean, anyone who asks, I pretty much make a door for. But it may take a while.
Oh, okay, you're fired.
Aww.
You have to earn it, and to earn it, you have to
job.
just ask for it.
Yes, you just have to ask for it. Or you might actually have to make videos. I'm sorry. Hard requirement.
Hey, yo!
Hard requirement, you have to make videos. Soft
Yes.
Or at least...
throw money at us.
At least you should have an OC, so Looney has some colors to base the door on.
Oh yes, you have to make videos and have a base idea of your OC. Make it
At least the colors.
Make it in Pony Creator for all I care.
Oh yeah.
Points to...
You heard it, folks. You heard it, folks. The LooneyTurtle supports Pony Creator ponies.
No! You did not just say that, dude! Please, for the love of
Just
God,
don't
be
tell
funny.
Lightning or Mad Munchkin. They might yell at me.
I think I'll murder you.
Can I get Maddie in here? Let's see if she is online.
Oh,
I will
dear.
eat your heart.
To save my co-host, I will throw a cookie at Lightning.
Yay,
Goody,
cookie.
we've distracted. Well, I don't know if she wants any more cookies, considering what happened recently.
Oh, no more cookies.
Totally not
too full of
plugging
them.
you right now, Lightning. Not at all.
Totally not referencing a video
So-
on Stardust's channel.
Or my
Yeah.
channel. Or Lightning.
Technically,
Yeah.
it's on my channel, but
Well, is it? Ah, shoot.
I had to put it on mine because I had. I think she had a feeling. I had a. Bleh, I can't talk. I had a feeling she wanted me to. Okay.
Okay.
Since we already reached the level of making inside joke Brunalysis only reference point outs, is there anything major left to say about this episode, or are we
Will
reached the
the
point of?
CMC get their cutie marks? Will they? Is this really destined to happen, or is this a rumor?
I've got a very important question. What's going to happen when will we ever see Babseed ever come back? And if she does, what will the episode be like? Because she now has her cutie mark.
Well, this
She will
episode
give
kind of
everybody a
established.
haircut and we are done.
Well, this episode kind of established that a cutie mark is part of who you are. So I don't think they will judge her or treat her any differently than they had prior to this, because they've already
still.
learned this lesson.
I would
Good
hope
point.
not.
Also, speaking of the lesson/moral for this episode, oh my god, it was good.
Oh my god!
It was, wasn't it?
It was one of the better morals.
What?
Better than I didn't learn anything at all.
Yeah!
Wasn't it the same moral as in every Cutie Mark Crusader episode, except that for once it seems to stick?
Not really.
Well, I'm pretty sure the morals have been different, but slightly different. It's like Fluttershy. Sure, she's learning how not to be shy, but she's learning it in a different context.
Don't tell Dr. Wolf. Apparently we are pissing off everybody available today with statements in the show.
Yeah.
Let's just point out that you know what? I'm going to point something out. AnY, mortgage.
What?
What?
AnY still has problems with the word mortgage.
Oh.
No. Mortgage.
Yes.
Pronouncing
he will never
it,
live that
or
down.
just having the word?
No. Let me tell you a story. Back when AnY was first starting out, his first video about ponies was about Super Cider Squeezy 6000. And the fact that, well, he may or may not have misspelled a certain word, and that the community hasn't dropped it. And I'm not going to let it drop.
Okay. So,
Please don't drop them.
I guess at this point we'll just give our concluding thoughts on the episode, and maybe have an after show or something. I don't know.
Bring all the ponies in.
Yes, all the people watching live. But you're not live streaming it. All the people.
Shut up, Looney.
Okay, so, AnY, what are your concluding thoughts for the episode?
Well, they are pretty much similar to my opening thoughts. I still have mixed feeling about this episode. Then again, as I said, a lot of interesting aspects in it, so I guess it will probably end up more on my, watchable or recommended to watch list, since, we got, the necessary third episode of Lunar invading Pony's privacy, which the one we already missed, the last Crusader one we missed. They finally addressed some topics that were really overdone to be addressed. And besides that, with the episode itself, it is still like, I see the idea, I like the idea, but I have the feeling that they something felt wrong about it. I'm not sure if it is a pacing, how they split it into the 4 dreams and how the first dream carried on for too long. I don't know what it is, but something felt off, and I still have to meditate about it or something.
And Lightning, what are your thoughts on the episode? Like the final conclusion.
Final conclusion, it was a new experience of the show I've not seen before, which is what I really like to see. The show is taking risks. The show is challenging morals and is challenging the characters. And that's what I love to see. I know some people will say, well, if you do it too much, that could actually ruin the show. And yes, it could, but I prefer to take risks than just stay in your comfort zone. And I approve the show for doing something new. And yes, so I really liked this episode. Yeah, it was a little weird at times, but I could still heartily enjoy it and recommend it to others.
James? It was a tiring episode. Okay. My thoughts are...
Hey. I've been up since 2, 3 in the morning, so that's why I yawned. Anyway, this episode was one of the better Cutie Mark Crusader episodes. Interesting that even in her dreams, Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon are asses. I liked the episode. It was a good episode. It wasn't a great episode, but it was okay. It could have been done better, but it was the way it was done was perfectly fine. I'd be happily suggesting people to watch it if they want to see a good Cutie Mark Crusader episode.
And I feel that it brought up a lot of interesting points that you could speculate about, especially, other help on the farm, those animals that, just destroyed the town, whatever they are.
Twittermites,
yes. I'm going to go tweet something real quick. But there were interesting things like that could be brought from the episode, but for me it was a bit predictable, and it was an okay episode. I give it like a solid 3-4 out of 5.
Wait, we do a score now.
I'm not doing a score. That's my thing for Granger.
Yeah, you guys can't. You guys don't have to score it. That's my thing.
I give it 2 muffins out of a bakery.
Ooh.
In my opinion, it gets a solid 9 out of 10.
I would give it 2 cookies.
2 cookies out of...
Just 2 cookies.
Okay. We'll just
2 cookies
assume
out of
a baker's
Well, 2
dozen.
cookies is better than 1.
Yes. Of course. So,
none.
So that's been the Cafe Cast. We'll see you next time.